Well, I got a great video I want to share with you guys done by obilaaand YouTube channel. Make sure y'all check them out. Let's get to it.
This is Lena, aka China, and for the last couple of years she has been a living nightmare for residents and especially tourists visiting Cali, Colombia. She is directly responsible for the drugging and robbing of at least 250 tourists in Bogota and Cali, Colombia. A black heart Scopolamine queen, completely detached and with zero concerns as to whether you live or die. She will drug you with scopolamine before fleeing with your belongings. And while you sleep like a baby, her criminal gang will hack into your phone and steal thousands of your hard-earned money. But we found her. Her mistake was drugging and robbing an affiliate of the obilaaand team.
Bad idea.
Close to $100,000, and so there was no way that we could turn a blind eye, and so we set a trap for her. Accustomed to being a predator, she thought she was about to claim another victim, but she miscalculated our determination to find justice. They always feel sorry when they get caught. They lie and make excuses, but the truth is, they are manipulative and self-centered criminals who don't care whether you live or you die.
Great information, man. Just great overall great documentary. Again, if you want to check it out, go over to obilaaand's YouTube channel. The link will be in the description. And so let's kind of forward to the part of where Kobe, which is the victim in this documentary, explains what happened. And long story short, he met this young lady on a day nap. Okay, so you know, a lot of you guys are saying, well, this is only happening in Medellin, Colombia. I don't know why somebody would think that. Guys, this happens everywhere around Colombia. These people there are airplanes there. There are people that travel to different cities. And if you're a criminal, you're probably not going to do it in one city. You're probably going to, you know, spread out where the tourists go. I mean, it's really not complicated. People tried so hard to just make it only about Cali, and it's not. Now, did Kobe make a lot of mistakes? Yeah. Some of the mistakes, like I said, I cover in another video. Don't ever do it. These people are strangers. But what happens, even the seasoned travelers make mistakes, and we all do it. So let's get to it.
50 victims, with at least 90% being Americans, working with her brother Andres Felipe and others which we won't mention in this documentary. They have wreaked havoc among the tourists in Cali, Colombia, causing misery to hundreds of unsuspecting men whose only crime was to use a dating app and then spend another one.
All right, let's get to Kobe.
You just leave it as that.
Lena and Kobe then arranged to meet up in the upscale Cali neighborhood of Granada. They will visit two bars.
Let me make sure I share you guys what happened, because he met her on Bumble, not Tinder. Same thing, right? So let's go back. All right, this is where he met.
I'm not really up for this, but you know, let me just do it to just to pass time.
Little did Kobe know that decision would change his life forever.
Asked me for my number. Then immediately I gave it to her. She ended the chat. Then she hits me up. So I actually asked her for a photo. Then she gave me a disappearing photo, which I thought was weird. But you know, some people do that. So I thought, you know what, we just leave it as that.
Lena and Kobe then arranged to meet up in the upscale Cali neighborhood of Granada. They will visit two bars for a drink and a high-end restaurant. But unaware to Kobe, this charming woman is just like this black cat. Bad luck.
She got her pasta, I got my steak. We were sitting down, chatting. I checked my time and I realized that it was time to move. I realized that it was time for me to go. Like, I checked the time, it was getting late. It was around 10 something. She then asked.
All right, so they agreed that basically they wouldn't go back to his place. So let's fast forward to that part. And this is where he got caught. I want y'all to pay attention to this. It's very important.
Chest of jaw. You know, chest of drawers. You know, those bedside drawers. I put my drink there. This girl, you know, obviously I had my face down. I believe this is when she actually drugged me, because at this point my head was down. She was actually giving me the worst massage you can think of, like the worst. I'd never had such massage, like never. It was terrible.
With his drink spiked with scopolamine, Kobe falls asleep like a newborn baby while getting a massage. And that's when Lena makes her move by stealing all of his belongings. She walks down the stairs, moving diligently in a bid to exit the building. The time is 2:46 a.m., but wait a second, because she has forgotten something. And so she uses the key that she has stolen for the apartment to re-enter, because she hasn't finished clearing him out.
Cool.
She wants everything. We believe at this point she was looking for any other information which could make life easier for her gang of criminals, especially when they have access to your cell phone and your bank accounts. And that is probably why they stole Kobe's passport, leaving him with no easy option to get back home from Colombia. Lena then makes her way out of the apartment to an unidentified car waiting outside. We now believe that this was an Uber. As she enters the back seat of the car carrying Kobe's belongings, she shuts the door and then makes her way. Within an hour, the first transactions are made using Kobe's card. Throughout the day, a series of bank transfers are made, including using Kobe's card for a crazy shopping spree, totaling $63,000. And
So long story short, she ended up getting Kobe for about $80,000 US, and as you can see from this video, a lot of that came from his American Express card, which he, I don't know what his limit was, but he should be able to get some of that back, or I think he should have some types of protection on that. I'm not sure how American Express works, but yeah, I hope he would be able to recover some of that. So we're gonna fast forward to basically after. So what Kobe ended up doing next was what he was supposed to do is he had to find his way to Bogota to get to the embassy so that he could, get some assistance with the situation. And it was a whole ordeal of him getting from Cali, Colombia to Bogota. Luckily he had cash, and how he ended up kind of like getting, because she took everything, including his cell phone, is he reached out to he found his Airbnb host, and his Airbnb host helped him get to the airport. So thank God for that. So all right, we're gonna fast forward again, guys. Again, if you want to check out the video, make sure you go to Obiland's channel. Now this is where the young lady messed up, because he knew these guys. He knew Obi and the whole network. So Kobe had some people to back him up, and this is one of another reasons why it's so good to have a good network. So let's get to it.
Kobe, he's not an idiot. He knows how to move. But the thing is, as you find out, this girl, she's real slick with it. So I told him, listen, give me 3 weeks or less than a month, and we're gonna find this girl, because I know how they operate.
Annoyed, the Obiland team took action and requested more information.
Kobe handed us a lot of information about this girl. Luckily, he had a picture of this girl. He had a picture of her Bumble profile, because they met on Bumble. So that was really, useful information, because at least we had a face.
Another critical information was being able to see the names and address of the people cashing out the funds.
First thing we did is we shared it to our network. We shared it to our team, the Obiland team. And we told people, listen, be on the lookout for this girl. She drugs.
All right. So they did a bunch of investigation. They created a bunch of profiles, and they ended up, hunting this girl down. And again, we're going to fast forward. If you want to check out the entire video, make sure you go over to the Obiland channel. And they went on Bumble. They went on Tag. They went on Tinder trying to find her. And this is what they ended up having to do. I thought this was pretty smart. Let's get to the good stuff here. All right, cool.
And so, after her encounter with Senor Rio on Tinder, she once again disappeared off all dating site platforms. Sifting through the information, the team realized that she had used Kobe's phone to order an Uber that she had used to leave Kobe's apartment. The information had all been backed up to Apple's iCloud.
They made all these orders via Rappi, using the Uber of my guy's phone. So we have an idea that, you know, she's staying in some kind of like apartment complex, some building. So we were just, you know, we just want to go and do some like reconnaissance work. You know, let's go see what's up.
And so, with the purpose of gathering more intelligence, they decide to stake out the addresses.
You know, that girl, she's a nightmare, honestly. I'm definitely sure, like, the way she's been carrying on, I'm definitely sure that this hasn't been her first victim, that she's done this before. But the thing is that they're so silly and unprofessional. She took an Uber to one address. She then made another journey. They expect you to be scared. But the truth is that nobody is scared. No one is scared. You know, they think that guys are just gonna get drugged. They have no backup. They have nobody to protect them, and they're just gonna leave the country, and that's it. You know, they think all tourists are the same. You understand? They just believe that all tourists are the same, and that everybody.
And so the journey for reconnaissance had started. The mission was to obtain information by visual observation and other methods. And so our guy made his way to the furthest point in the south of Cali, to the locations discovered by the team. They knew who and exactly what they were looking for.
All right, so they even hunted down and found out where she stayed, and did some reconnaissance. They ended up going to one of the stores where a lot of the money was spent. They spent about $63,000 in one of the jumbo stores, and the management didn't really do anything. It was a waste of time, but I applaud these guys for the work that they do, man. So this is them at the jumbo store trying to get them to release the video camera footage to see who actually went in there and used the credit card.
There's definitely got to be CCTV footage over there of the people who went there and spent $63,000.
Facts.
And so the team arrive at one of the stores. They explain to the store manager the situation and what they require help with.
So again, they got a denial on that. Now we're gonna get to the part where, so basically, they created a bunch of profiles to try to figure out how to get this Lena to trap her and get her locked up. But she was smart. They ended up creating a goofy tourist profile. The guy ended up shaving his beard and creating a profile, and she fell for the bait. So these guys, I said, they moving smart, man. Let's see what they explain what they did.
Rejecting all matches.
Numbers. We then created multiple profiles across all the dating sites.
This is it.
And one of the best characters which I created was a guy called Stanley. And I couldn't even recognize myself.
Looking similar to the pictures you see in this video, our guy created the perfect persona.
This guy Obi was like thirsty to find this girl, and I believed him because he kept on always talking to me about it. And then he goes and shaves his beard off completely. And
that was so smart, man. That was so smart.
It's this guy.
Yeah.
This guy changed his appearance.
Yeah, that was good.
To fit a different person just to go after her.
Good job,
like,
brother.
who does that?
Stanley looks like a complete dope. He looks like the guy who is a perfect candidate to be drugged and robbed.
All right, so he ended up going on a date with her. He ended up getting her back to the apartment. And this is how it ended, guys. It ended the way we needed it to end. Let's get to it.
Information to the rest of the team who are patiently waiting. 5:06 p.m. They arrive back at the apartment, and at this point, Lena truly believes that she has found another victim. As part of her thieving strategy, she has trained herself to have an excellent memory, quickly making a mental note of any access codes that are required. They enter the apartment, and for 99% of our victims, this is where the story usually ends.
Yeah.
Because if you're lucky enough not to die, at the least you'll be waking up disoriented, with all your belongings gone, never to see her again. They enter the apartment where there are secret cameras controlled by a member of the team monitoring proceedings in the apartment.
And then we went back to the apartment. When we got back to the apartment, she was nervous. We got back to the apartment, she was completely nervous. I tried to calm her down, but I told her to start dancing and to, you know, like, just to have a good time.
Our guy attempts to break the ice with Lena by dancing to salsa, but you already know that whatever the genre of music, he's sticking to the
dancing
same
like me.
two-step.
Good job. He getting it. Yeah, but it's definitely worked.
Both on their phones, our guy sends a message to the team. He notifies them to prepare themselves, police and security. As Lena looks nervously, our main security operative makes his way towards the apartment. Lena believes that she's about to drug and rob another victim, but she's in for a very big surprise as our guy stands up to open up the door. After drugging over 250 tourists, the Scope Queen of Cali has been caught.
All right, so she ended up going to all types of explaining. Ultimately, she confessed.
¿Qué es esta personas? Mi hermano y quién más?
Tu hermano.
¿Quién fue el otro?
He ended up finding scopolamine on her too.
Too deeply, we find a strange, unmarked-looking bottle, and from experience, we know that this is most likely scopolamine.
That's the drug.
Esta se llama ¿qué? Scopolamine. ¿Dónde tú consigues esto? En el centro.
Ok. ¿Dónde quién lo consigue?
Hay gente que, así como vende.
¿En el centro? ¿Cómo se llama quien te lo vende?
No, hay gente que vende.
Vigilos.
¿Y cuántas personas que tú drogas con esto, aparte de mi hermano? No. No. ¿Cuántas personas?
Amiga, escucha.
¿Cuántas personas tú drogas con eso?
¿Cuántas? Di la verdad, ¿cuántas personas ya has drogado con esto?
Dos
Dos
personas.
personas.
¿Y qué es esta persona?
She is not telling the truth. By the way, they ended up finding 250 victims.
Colombian.
Un Colombian.
So, man, I just think anyway. I think this is an amazing video. I would encourage you guys to go over and watch the full thing. And she ended up getting arrested and charged. I mean, she's not charged yet, but pending. But man, it's just salute to these guys at Obiland. Anyway, make sure y'all check out the video. See y'all on the next one. Peace.